There is an amazing workflow process for writing and producing tracks that I would love to show you. And it starts with phase one, phase two, and phase three. Phase one is idea genesis. Phase two is nuanced production and recording. And phase three is mixing and mastering. Shout out and credit goes to ill.Gates and Spiderhound for showing me this process. And I use it all the time in my own music and with the artists that I coach in SupremeSound.Life. So what we want to do in phase one, we want to record multiple songs and then pick the best ones to move on to phase two. And this helps us write without attachment. So let's say that you want to release a 3-track EP. You could write 12 or 16. That's a lot, but to try it, challenge yourself. You could write that many song sketches or skeletons. They don't need to be fully produced songs, but just write a whole bunch. And through that quantity comes the quality. So by writing multiples, you can write without attachment and you just know, okay, my purpose for this is just to get ideas down. And give yourself a short timeline, like 1 or 2 weeks to get an idea down. And then when you have a bunch of ideas, you can then pull up your tracks and then listen to them one by one and label them green, yellow, and red. Green means that you're definitely going to take that track and move it into the next phase because you like the song, you want to release it. Yellow means maybe, like maybe you have something good there that you can use. And red means no. With songs that are no, bottom shelf songs, that is totally okay. Songs that are red, bottom shelf songs still serve us because they helped us get fast in our workflow. And what you can do with yellow track songs is that maybe they could be developed in the future, or maybe there's a part of that track that you liked and you didn't like the whole idea of the entire part that you wrote, but maybe there's a cool bass line or a cool melody or a hook that's in there that you could use somewhere else. And so from here, by labeling then the different colors, you then know what's your next step. So phase two is nuanced production and recording. You already have the basic part of the song produced. And so here you're going into more of automation, and maybe you already have some effects put on the track in phase one, but in phase two, you're really printing it in and you're going to be recording your vocals and then editing them. When all of that's done, take it to phase three for mixing and mastering. For me personally, I love writing and producing, and I like sending my songs off to other people for mixing and mastering for having another set of ears. Plus, I think it's important to do what you do best and work with collaborators. So that way you can create more music that you love and you work with experts on mixing and mastering if that is not your thing already. I also like to work with different sources and different people for mixing and mastering so that you have 2 different sets of ears. And it's important that you work with people who know your genres. And then after that, they go to the unreleased pile where you can then work on releasing your track. I love this process so much because it helps me feel free. I feel like I get to play. And I just set time in my calendar and I sit down and I work on music for the phase one idea genesis phase because I know that it doesn't have to be amazing. I know that it can just be good. It can just be done. It doesn't even need to be good. It can just be done. And that lets me be free. It lets me be more creative. And then my editing skills come into play in phase two. But in phase one, it's all idea genesis. You can check out more about my studio log down below. Also my process for writing called Signature Sound down below. I think working in this 3-phase workflow is super helpful so that you don't put a song on a pedestal and then make it this be all end all and then get stuck in writer's block and self-doubt. This way it's just creating and there's no judgment. And then you just put things down on paper and you can edit the ideas later. It's so freeing. So by working in these 3 phases, phase 1, idea genesis, phase 2, production and recording, and phase 3, mixing and mastering, You're going to enjoy your workflow a lot more and find so much more creativity and inspiration. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe and like this video and let me know in the comments if you use this phase process or if you're interested in exploring it. I'd really like to know what works with other people. And also, if you're interested in the studio log, you can head to SupremeSound.Life/studio log and grab your own copy. It is a game changer in the workflow. And that's it. Much love. Bye.